Hey everybody, welcome back to more Frostpunk 2's DLC, Breach of Trust. I don't remember how good we were doing last time, because I've already forgotten. I'm hoping we're doing good. I think a lot of people died, and that was mostly from starvation and me spamming an ability that caused people to die by accident. And we're also taking over New Aurora via military conquest. Alright. So there's a trimmer coming soon. The brokers don't like me because I'm going like full equality. Well, not really. I'm actually doing quite a bit of other things, but... Oh yeah, I've been giving these guys weaponry in order to increase their fervor, which may increase tensions, but what it also increases is, the labor these people are doing. They work more. Okay, we need more workforce. How do we get more workforce? Let me go look at the laws. Society. What I promised? Dutiful youth? You know what? We can actually use that. Let's try to get dutiful youth passed, then. So we gotta conquer Aurora. Let's look at our army here. Manage army. So we have a slight advantage over New Aurora. We have 40 platoons stationed at the front. So I'm gonna go back down here, and I'm just gonna make more troops, because I don't really want people to die. I want to have a really good advantage before we start attacking. It just so happens that I don't really like it when my people die. I really like it when they live. Like, living, it's lovely. I love to see it. Dying, no, it's horrible. No dying, please. Can I do anything to help? I have 10 scouts. I don't think I can do anything really with 10 scouts. Can I train up some? No, I'm already training up a bunch of people. That's where all my money went. And I have too much money. I don't have anything to do with all this money. I don't even know where I got it from. I think I've been asking people to give me money. We do not have enough, materials. How long does this last for? 2,000 weeks. Okay, well that's good at least. Also notice that these guys don't rally for me. Even despite being devoted, and I think it's because they're rallying factory workers, so they don't rally. A good trait? Wow, they accepted that trait? As far as I know, that is not a good deal that I gave them. It's a decent deal. One that I cannot fulfill because I don't have enough, anything, really. I need more workers. Let's just shut this down, okay? Salvaging factory, there we go. Alright, I don't know really what to do right now. I guess we just wait. I could lower this, and I think increase this, because this has, yeah, my hospital. Foragers demand meds. Oh, sorry, founders. Yes, the Research Institute. I think, what is it? No, none of these are gonna get me anymore. What can we do? Experimental treatment for more research. I mean, more research speed would be really good. But I need more workers. I guess I might as well get waste heat conversion. It's gonna farther increase my, disease, but sure, why not? We're gonna turn on this, because it's getting cold. Let me turn down this by 1, and instead increase this, because this is where the hospital is. Can I turn this off? Yes, I can. Which then allows me to push up this. And I think I can turn this off as well. There we go. So we're gonna reduce our disease a bit by turning off those things. Let's see. Okay, we're doing okay here. What generator do we have? Adaptive pumps, makes sense. So we can't upgrade that because we don't have any steam cores for it. Let me check actually, can I? Research that? Oh, it only costs 3. Yeah, I could actually do that. That'd be good, because it lets me optimize it for steam or coal. We're gonna optimize it for steam, of course. Alright, mercenary soldiers are done training. We need 302 more workers if we want to get some more stuff done. We're gonna transfer some more platoons to the front lines. March, man. I know you can do it. It's gonna be really cold here, and it's gonna cause a lot of disease here. We probably honestly need experimental treatments. We need more health. Pharmaceuticals. What treatment do we have? Conservative? No, we have experimental treatment, which really does not reduce it by much. We could, of course, do birthing programs to magically decrease disease by a good, healthy ton of, you know, health. It just takes longer to train conscripts than it does to train mercenaries. That's interesting. Right, we need to build up this a bit more. Then we need to get 20,000 right, and then we can send them their supply. Oh, wait, we're out of coal, and I think I promised them coal, did I not? Yeah, I promised them 10,000 coal. I had 10,000 coal back then, that's the problem. In 20 weeks, I lost all my coal. We need more workforce. Generator's about to explode. Alright. Heating. Generator upgrade. Adaptive pump. This will let us get more heat out of less resources. I think this might pass. Communal parenthood. It'll significantly increase our workforce while decreasing our population. Population growth, not actually like population. We're not like killing people.
The law is tabled.
No, I need that passed. Okay, radical emergency. We need it significantly increased, and that's what communal parenthood does. We're gonna negotiate for this one. Brokers. I'll build another dense housing block. I know you guys love those.
The votes are in. The measure passes.
We need more steam.
A law has passed on the council. Take heed.
I don't know what to do, man. I'm granting you guys the agenda. How many, what percent of the population here? 27%? And soldiers are 8%. We got more soldiers. Time to send them to the front lines. If we use heavy weapons, I think we just win. Oh, we don't have enough heavy weapons anymore. So I've been giving them to these guys. Because when I promote them, I can give them heavy weapons right after to further increase their fervor. Because the unfortunate thing about promoting them is that... what was I saying? The unfortunate thing about promoting them is that it will decrease their fervor. And we don't want that. We want them to be high fervor because it will decrease the amount of workers we need in each workplace. Yeah, there's 900,000 coal there. That's really good. Let's get down another silica foundry. Because we can. Can we ask you guys for some money? Yes, I'll raise some funds. Alright. I promised a dense housing block. Did not promise where. We're gonna put it over there. And now we're gonna save up some resources. I think we need 300 heat stamps to do the next, thing we're doing. Although, you know what would really be nice? Would really be nice is another, hospital. Oh, they explored something. What is it? Is it up here? Yes, it is. 15,000 coal. Amazing. Many scouts will be injured. I'm fine with that. Let's take in these people, because I think I can handle them. Should I train up another group of people soon? Oh, I need 5 frostpunk teams I don't have. So we're gonna have the coal very soon in order to give it to the people who want it. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna get reelected, because the majority are opposing me. I need them to support me. Right now the brokers are more on my side than anything. So I'm gonna make them a promise. Promise to research privatized alcohol. Let's use heat. No, yeah, I'll promise to research privatized alcohol. Yeah, that's not that hard, actually. Alright, now we got some more steam, which is gonna make the trimmer happen sooner. We can increase the heating. I could give out food to people, but we don't really have food to do that with. That costs us a bit too much, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're kinda cold. Fortunately for us, though, temperatures are increasing very soon. 10 platoons have arrived at the front. Manage your army. We have an overwhelming advantage, but that's not good enough for me. I need guaranteed victory, alright? I'm not gonna throw men's lives away when... If we just wait a little longer, we can have guaranteed victory for minimal loss. 'Cause let me... Well, I can do the trade right now to get some food, right? What am I missing? I have 10,000 coal, do I not? Oh wait, I'm waiting for the scouts to come back with the coal, am I not? Yeah, they're gonna take a few weeks. Once they get back, I can send them, though.
Hear us, first citizen. First citizen. Hear us.
I could fund them, but I really don't want to. Alright. More men to the front lines. Transfer platoons. 10. So yeah, because I don't want many soldiers to die and several platoons to be defeated. I want an overwhelming victory. I want to absolutely crush our enemies. I want to crush them underneath our stompiest of boots. We're gonna ground them into a powder. Game saving. At least it's not crashing. Let's open up this area over here. We need that to be done soon. When is this going to be done? In 2 weeks. Let's rush those researchers.
Application as thoroughly as possible to speed up its processing.
Right. You guys are still devoted, right? Yes, you are. It's good to know. Promise to founders broken. I promised to grant a... Yo, I couldn't, alright? You guys need to stop asking me for promises I can't fulfill. Is this max fervor? Can you guys get above this in fervor? Alright, that's done now. And now we can get generator capacity as well, in order to, you know, be able to heat this more. We need more heat stamps. Well, we'll get those heat stamps soon. What is this? Heat, waste recycling, extraction temperatures, increases neighboring districts. See, I honestly prefer the other heat recycling of, the overclocking.
The proposed law has been approved.
Because the efficiency is worth a lot more than one level of heat or 2 levels of heat from an extraction district. Because extraction districts don't tend to be touching, as far as I'm concerned. I prefer the housing districts to be warm over extraction districts being warm, especially because when it's in the processing of things, it tends to never actually do very well. Tends to be a waste. But actually now we can, because again, there's no point in not using this steam. If we're gonna have steam, you might as well use it. Because it does not store. You cannot store steam, it just dissipates into the ether. Or whatever. Alright. We can build this, which will mean we can optimize it specifically for steam. Which means we can produce less steam while producing more heat. Which means tremors will happen less often, because right now it's going to happen a lot. Unfortunately, we have really, really high disease. And we're about to run out of food. I think I can do the... Where is my coal? Oh, it's still... I'm still waiting. Here comes the tremor. That was a big one. Thankfully, I think everybody was fine. Right now, they're homeless, though, and that is certainly not good. That is bad and not good. Let's build another housing district right here in order to, get ample coverage and some extra housing. You cannot speed up time during these tremors. Wow, that's a big one. Yeah, the very Earth's about to cave in. Right. The maddening hordes, yeah. Because we only had, adequate, not ample, one of these things, 17 people were killed because of a, stampede. We're gonna assign people for crowd control. It'll cost us double the workforce, now 100 instead of 50. But no more will there be stampedes. I think I can make the deal now. I'm gonna make a deal before I kill him, because I'm gonna need the food before the war happens. We're giving them a really good deal here, man. We're giving them, like, 30,000 units of stuff for 25,000 units of food. I'd say that's a good deal.
First citizen.
Despite saying some people were trampled, I'm not seeing the death counts anywhere. Wow, man, you guys really don't like me. I granted you guys the agenda and you don't like me.
Waited a train with Aurora. Our food stocks have increased.
Yes, they have. Yes, they are. Let's turn this one back on to get some extra housing real quick. Let's make this warm. Might as well. Ah, actually, no, wait. We don't got the resources for that. Okay, so now this is on. It's, for some reason, it's on oil by default. Swap over to steam. Yes, there we go. Wow, that is amazing. So we can turn, I think, this off. I think we can turn the entire district off. There we go. Because that will give us more time. Because the more we use it, the faster seismic activity is likely to happen again. Why was this repaired faster than these? Is it because these have more buildings in them that are, like, more complicated, maybe? I don't know. They'll be repaired soon, though. That's the, plus side. Oh. Heat costs went up. Yeah, we have really bad disease. Illness is really high. We need to start lowering our illnesses. So, dutiful youth, I do want this passed because we don't need liberated youth right now. We don't need the trust. We already got a lot of trust from the quality laws we've been signing. So, crime will decrease slightly, which is good. And we'll get more workers. I do think this will pass, yep.
The law takes effect.
It's definitely harder to get laws passed in this one compared to the other ones. We look at the temperatures here. Yeah, we could use this being a bit hotter. New district could also use some extra heating.
A new law takes hold.
Yeah, now we have ample coverage there too. And we're saving some more steam. Alright, now that we've done that, I think it's time to go into the city stuff and maybe start doing some more stuff. Maybe birthing programs would be good. New work model, actually, that's what we should get. Apex workers. That way workers will fall ill less often. We're gonna need some heat stamps first. We're gonna grant the brokers the agenda just to make them like us more, because we got another election coming up in 35 weeks, and I don't want to get voted out. Here we go. New work model, Apex workers. Yeah, they'll fall ill less often and more efficiency. Wait, they have the floor? Yeah, they have the floor. We gave them the floor. You can't have the floor 24/7 now, you hear me? Alright, and then we're gonna distribute weaponry to make them more radical as well, because promoting them de-radicalizes them. Giving them heavy weapons increases the radicalness. So we're gonna give them more heavy weapons. Alright, let's look at the front. How's the front doing? Let us manage the army. We have overwhelming advantage. I think we'll send one more troop over. We got 80 troops, and then that should be enough. I think 80 troops will do it. We need some more heat stamps.
First citizen.
25 weeks we can get more. We could probably just wait. These emergency shelters are rather pricey, though. Alright, there you go. Apex Workers is going to be on the next council. What's this? Yeah, an upcoming election will come in 30 weeks. Yeah, I know. 150 heat stamp. Okay, well, they did just explore over here. What do we get? A signpost, which indicates the elections of London, Paris, New York, and St. Petersburg. Fantastical faraway places. And we're getting closer to some sort of ambush, because we keep finding ambushed coal things with more and more coal. Nobody knows what to do with it, and they just leave it there. So there's some sort of ambushers out there in the Frostlands. These aren't actually that expensive. I technically could get every single person living in barracks, but I don't think that's a good idea. It'd also be rather expensive, now that I think about it. There we go. What's wrong? 150 heat stamp. Oh, I have 146 heat stamps, not 150. Alright, here we go. Here's the law. Infection badges. Tension slightly increased, that's fine, and disease is decreased. I think what we have now increases housing demand, but decreases disease.
The eyes have it.
I think this is actually worse at decreasing disease, the infection badges. But it won't cost us housing. Alright. In 20 weeks, well, more like 30 weeks, we take over the world. Alright, let's do a emergency council, which will hurt our relationship with everybody, but we're gonna get the new work standard. We're gonna negotiate with the brokers. No, they won't negotiate because they have an active problem with the founders. I promise. I'm not actually gonna do this. Probably. No, I can. Yeah. Research. I wish it was just research, but research and hold vote on conservative treatment. Actually, conservative treatment would be better for us. It'll decrease disease by even more. Alright. Apex Workers. We must be our best if we are to survive the Frostland. Alright, I need to research alcohol privatization. Very, very soon. I don't think I actually have time for that one. No, 11 weeks is enough, yeah. Yeah, because it's only gonna take 6. And you start doing some of these promises. And it's just research. They don't want to vote on it either. They just want research. Right. I don't want to use heavy weapons because it says it will damage New Aurora when I take it over. And I don't really want to take over a damaged city. I think we also want to try to move ourselves to New Aurora. But we also need coal. Because as far as I know, there's no coal in New Aurora. So let's also get this coal seam mined. Don't have enough heat stamps. So see, now we're having a heat stamp problem. I would raise funds from these guys if they wouldn't hate me for it. I was gonna do it anyways. We thank you for your selfless contribution to the city. How long left in this? Okay, so the Algier refinery is about to deplete, actually. We're almost running out of food in here. That is not good at all. Let me explore the laws here. Yeah, we have the society, no youth program, liberated youth. Liberated youth is not that good. Governance. But I kind of want this. No, I don't actually. That's not really that useful. Military conscription. Military conscription will be good, right? Mission mandate. Actually, none of these things I really want. I gotta be honest. Because most of the things are about, like, trade or getting more soldiers. And I already kind of have soldiers, so I don't really need to get more.
Priority
So this is gonna be about privatized alcohol, and I don't want that to pass. Because I enjoy the extra heat stamps. It's paying for, a few things. Not much, but it's something, alright? Alright, let's get these soldiers trained up and send them to the front lines. We could delay this by lowering the amount of workforces in here. It's not gonna get colder for a good while. We're gonna take over New Aurora, alright? Unfortunately, New Aurora's strength is rather high. They're formidable. They're economically and militarily capable.
Has convened.
I don't know which promise I broke to them, but it's probably some stupid thing that they wanted me to grant them the agenda. They keep doing that. They're like, grant us the agenda. I'm like, why? How?
The eyes have it.
Dang. It passed by literally the bare minimum. This is like the worst. Because now we lose out on a bit of money for a slight bit of trust. At least we can constantly rush the researchers. We're slave drivers to those researchers, man.
New rule enters into force.
Yes, it does. What is this? This is like wreckages? It doesn't really matter. I need to clear them away anyhow. Because right now, they're in the way of expanding my housing development. So we need to get rid of all this stuff. It's only a few prefabs in total. But it's better to get rid of them now than later. You guys still like me, right? Yes, you do. So these guys, I feel like these guys should have some sort of community trait where they won't starve because they have far-off settlements delivering them food. Well, we starve. I can take in some more people. I have the housing. The thing I don't have is the food, but that's fine. More coal. And that's gonna be a coal mine. We need to get some... We need to do some Frostland research, actually, after this is done. Let's go into here. Frostland, Scout Headquarters. We're gonna go for Survivalist Headquarters. Because we need to make this safer and better for the people. Okay, we have a ton of coal. Nothing we can really do with that coal, so let us stockpile up that coal. And a fuel stockpile. Because otherwise, I think it's just... Yeah, it's just not that good, really. We're getting a lot of coal. Is that a day? Oh, that's a day. I thought it was weekly. I'm an idiot. Apparently. We're getting that every single day. I used to think all these things were weekly. We get this weekly. No, we're getting this daily. Except for thinking here. Here it's weekly, yeah. Prefabs are weekly, and I think goods are daily. So that's why I thought it was that. Because we get heat stamps and prefabs weekly, so I thought everything else was weekly too. Turns out I'm wrong. I'm just an idiot. Yeah, this is gone. Trying to tear it down. No way, no sense of leaving resources behind. Can we get another hospital here? One for a slip in research speed, which is at 215%. See, experimental treatment is not that much. It's 5%. Rush researches is where it's at, for 50% increase. Teaching hospitals is a good thing as well. It does, I think it does have, like, the more we do it, the less and less it gives us. It's still good, though. Alright, scouts are about to be done scouting. They're gonna get injured from doing this. So we're gonna get an influx of injured people. 3 on, nothing there. More people, don't really want them. Let's wait to send the scouts out until we have some more research done, really. Alright, so, yeah, in 5 weeks, this thing is just completely done. I'd rather expand this than build a new one to get some more prefabs, but it does look like they're too far away. And they're also covered in snow. So let's get these there. Survivalist Headquarters. There we go. Now let's go unearth the other one as well. Delegates are in session, that's great and all, but What is it? Conservative treatment. This will actually help us, and I kind of want this passed. But I'm not going to force it past.
The nose have it.
Alright, yeah, the no's have it. It does not pass. That fulfills their agendas at least, so I think I will get re-elected in 4 weeks. There we go. Scout training. We're gonna get Pathfinder scouts, because this is just well drilled. If fewer scouts die or get injured, this just lowers the danger level. And when this is built, that'll also lower the danger level. There's no point ever getting the moderate one, in my opinion. My humble opinion. There's absolutely no point. Manage my army. Transfer platoons. Send more. I think 80 will be enough. Some people are probably gonna die. I'm gonna be honest. This is war. This is not summer camp. Right. At least we're gonna get a good bit of prefabs from this. We're actually gonna get a lot. And then we can tear these down to get our investment back. In a week, actually, I have to tear this down. I could actually further reduce this and have ourselves use a little bit of coal. I don't actually see anything wrong with using a little bit of coal. Oh, I have shut off buildings in here. Let me turn those back. No, those are increasing disease. In fact, I'm probably going to demolish those, and I'm going to replace them with just the normal housing blocks. A little less housing, but it's going to be better. We're going to hold a vote. I'm barely getting elected again. Only 51 votes this time. Oh no, 72 votes. That's actually better than last time. I've gotten another term in office. Let's start getting ourselves maybe some skyways, maybe. The soldiers are almost at the front. That's good. Let's call an emergency council session. And propose, I think, Pathfinder scouts, right? Let me check. What else can I do? Conservative treatments. I really want that. Yeah, so there we go. Pathfinder scouts. We select the fittest candidates and train them in elite survival skills so they can remain adaptable. There's no one as mechanized scouts, and instead of
The eyes have it.
instead of getting rid of danger, it increases travel speed. Dreams of Utopia. Yeah. As long as we have progress. Oh, well, only radical laws or buildings can push you farther towards adaptation. That's a new thing. That's new. We would like to negotiate your unconditional surrender. I think there are... wait, did their strength increase? No, it's the same. We have a clear victory. Several will be defeated, many will die. And what if we send more, though? That's the question. How many days do I have to do this? I have quite a few days. You know what? I'm sorry to all the people who are going to die, but it is time. It is our time. It is our time to fight. Attack the colony. Oh, wow. This is okay, but I think some of our squads died. Yeah, one of them tried rushing in. And said all the poor sods died. Only 38 dead, that's actually pretty good. I expected more. 212 are injured, they'll be, you know, sent home, we'll give them full honors and everything. We lost 5 platoons. Aurora's strength fell, Aurora's defiance increased. So yeah, that's not like a one and done, I don't think. Yeah. Manage troops. Troops are regrouping, it takes 10 weeks. They are weak, and we still have how many squads up here? 75. The wounded are returned home. Yeah, it's a shame about those who died, those who were lost in the battle. But they fought so that we could live. They fought for the future of our civilization. Some of the citizens are proudly backing up your decision to not give up on attacking Aurora. I'm a coward. Cracked both me legs to dodge the fight, and let some daft sod take me place. Felt fine till I saw the lads march into the frost. Prayed for them and myself, because now I'd go to war, but my legs can't take me there. So yeah, to avoid... I don't understand why he said that, because we don't have the draft. I never signed into the draft. These are volunteers. Although I guess you could say for social pressure reasons, he did that. In order to avoid, being seen as shameful for not volunteering as a young man. We'll train up some more troops before we send them out. I'd love to get the ability to conscript some troops, really I would, but... Unfortunately, nobody else agrees with me that we should just conscript some people. I think everyone should take part in this fight, alright? We are a society of mostly, really, equality. Kind of, a lot of merit too, but mostly equality. And I think it is the people's right to be able to go to war. We're gonna gather some weaponry from these guys. Then we're gonna promote them. And then we're gonna give them that weaponry back. And, I don't know how that's gonna go, but I think this actually works out in our favor somehow. I'm not sure why that increased to full, but it did. I don't want that increased to full, though. Let's decrease that. Yeah, we got 1 week till the trimmers hit again. We got Skyways. We don't really need it right now, but I think we're gonna go all the way down here because it'll give us some stuff. No, we don't need anything all the way down there, I don't think. Decrease disease, criminal operations, sterilization, yeah, birthing program. We need to decrease disease. I mean, we're already doing kind of fine, sort of, but I'd prefer to get it down to 0. Look at these soldiers. Alright. I think we can actually attack again, but I'd prefer to regroup a little bit more. Yeah, 4 weeks and 4 days, we can do it again. We have a clear victory, but we might as well have an overwhelming victory. Overwhelmingly clear, that is. Oh yeah, we can start exploring more, because now everything around here is safe, because I got so many, things. Could use some more scouts, though. That's for sure. So let's get ourselves some more scouts. Vanguard Logistics Bay, where? Oh no, wait, I gotta build a new logistics district to build that. One thing is, about this, the logistics districts, is I wish they also did a little bit more than just give you scouts. I wish they gave you also, like, logistics teams, or, like, some sort of logistics thing that you could use to, like, increase efficiency with, like, a faction or something, I don't know. I don't really know what I'm saying, man. I'm just saying some stuff. Alright. What is the temperatures like? Good. Mines will increase that there. Mines will starve a little slower there. Because we are starving, that is for certain. But I'd prefer to starve just a wee bit slower now, wouldn't I? I'll have to say, these are the best, just the Bohemians, but better. Because the Bohemians suck. If these guys had replaced the Bohemians would be a lot better. Right now, they're my least favorite and honestly the worst faction.
And seek shelter. A
Go
tremor
seek shelter.
has struck.
It's a tremor. Please don't damage anything that has no protection. We saved 130 lives at least. That's it? This is all that was damaged. Wow, that was a really minor tremor. A grim harvest. For a citizen, among the places struck by the tremor was a graveyard. Relief that had struck the dead rather than the living soon turned to horror, as people discovered the unearthed corpses of their loved ones. When the community has asked for support to restore the places and rebury the dead, an older gentleman student of the late James Robert, came forward with a proposal. We could use the bodies as bone meal, like an old master once did, he offered. Use the dead to feed the living. So, we could use them as, bone meal, but we don't have any food districts. We're gonna rebury the dead. Squalor is decreased, that is amazing. Trust rises. And it only costs us 100 heat stamps and 50 workforce. That's not that bad. Apparently this does not count as an active working food place. There we go, disease is diminished. Alright, the troops are regrouped, but we're not gonna hit them yet. We gotta wait a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a wee bit now, you hear? Kinda wish there's more laws about military. I wanna do some more military stuff. I want military police. I want to crush the criminals under my boots. My stompiest of boots. We'll just rebuild the dense housing blocks because they keep taking this promise and they're stupid. It's a really easy promise to do too. It's really cheap to build these.
Spoken. The law takes effect.
First citizens.
I'll ask for some funds. And then I will build a dense housing block. Did I ever build a food hoarding inspectorate? Was that a thing I actually did? Where is it? I don't think I ever built it. I guess I didn't have to. We are rather hungry as it is, so let's go down the pharmaceuticals path. Trust me, this will make more sense very, very soon. Gotta wait till the mercenaries are trained up before we attack again, I think. One last goodbye, reclaiming Aurora. First citizen, a ragtag group of grieving women is sitting outside our office. They refuse to leave until we agree to take back the bodies of the soldiers who died. My Tommy was only 16. Someone hold my arms one last time, cried disheveled mother. Give us back our barns, so we can mourn them, begged another. Our soldiers remain, lie deep in enemy territory. Bring them back home would be trivial. What should we do? We bring the dead back home, but some will be caught in the crossfire and die. We're going to ask Aurora to return the bodies. We will appeal to the law of war and honor. I know you guys don't like it, but you can't be stupid about this, alright? I'm not gonna sacrifice troops when I could just ask Aurora. And then guess what? If they don't do it, then we get a lot of more political support in the attacking of them. Because now we can frame them as further as monsters who won't even return the dead. Yeah, see, the worst part of the budget program is going to increase the amount of population we have over time. And I'd rather that go lower than higher. Let's rush the researchers. We have the trust. Everybody loves us. We can do it. We met the demands of the brokers. Everybody kind of likes us now. Why couldn't it be this way during the last election? Okay, we have enough materials. Let's make a material stockpile. Let's make another industrial district. We do need one. We're gonna start building the Panaceum factories. So I wonder if if you can use army units, platoons in the base game and Utopia mode now. I'm gonna guess that's probably no, but I can always hope that I can use the military in the future. Yes, we don't have enough rations. The funny thing is, we actually have a good bit of forge additives and a good bit of stuff that we're not super starving. We're only slightly starving. We'll attack once we get enough food. Come on. We found some food that'll last us for 7 weeks. Nobody died. That's great. I hate it when people die. I cannot understand a thing this Scottish guy's saying. Come on, how many more weeks? It's done. Send them to the front lines, and when they get there, we fight. See, I do think that waiting a little bit, let them regain a little bit of their strength, but we are going to have an overwhelming victory over them, okay? We want as many of them as possible to die, and as few of our men as possible to die. That's kind of how this thing works. Okay, laws passed everywhere. Oh, surplus heat's not passed. Workplace management's not passed. I don't really need that right now, though. Everything here is passed. Can we get a military conscription? No. Okay, well, we're not really going to get anything done there, then. Let's get workplace management. Let's hold a vote. Brokers, what do you want? Labor oversight, no can do. None of that stuff. Founders, come on, guys. Ceremony and funeral. Use volunteer duty. Sure. Yeah, I can do that. I love when they ask you to like build a thing or use like an ability. Like I like it when you can negotiate the traditional factions or the progressive factions to just mobilize or do random searches. Well, we'll fulfill our promise. The demands are met. It only lasts for a little while. It's only temporary. We get a significantly increased, right? Or is it just marginally? What is it? It's just increased. It's only increased by a tiny bit. By a wee little bit. It's not that much. 600 more workers. It is rather expensive, but we do need to scout the Frostlands. We need whatever we can get. Alright, we're out of food in the sieged algae. Take materials, we can take prefabs. I'm going to take prefabs. We can take the core or leave the man alone. We're gonna shoot the man and take the core. He's gone mad. He's worshipping the core. We're gonna put him out of his misery. I mostly just want the core. I don't actually really care about him in the slightest. Is the platoon made it yet? No, they're still going to the wilderness. I really feel like it'd probably be a better idea to go around and, you know, walk the normal path. We found a coal mine. It's not that much. But it's not about how much we get. It's about how much we can get in the future. It's about some sustainability, alright? If we actually just prioritize coal, will we do better? Let me pause this and change this. If we were to change this to coal and swap the usage place, I think we could use more coal here and less steam. In fact, we don't even have to use steam. I think we can transition fully to coal and then start blocking these things up. Let's tear down this. Which means we're gonna probably want to build a mine there. Can we ask for funds? You people want to get funds. This will run out of coal eventually. That is the negative part. Positive thing though is it's not gonna run out anytime soon. Alright, we got that. Panda Steam Fighter is gonna cost us a lot of money. We cannot afford it right now. Let us get, I think we could build a settlement out there. So let's get settlement heating. Here we go. This will allow us to one day, I think, make settlements. And there might be settlements out here. Who knows? I feel like this could have been a settlement, really. Yeah, there's no resources here. Okay, the army is still making a slow trek over there. They're almost there, though. Come on. Alright, they're there. Manage the army. Yeah, we have clear victories. Again, I don't really think there's anything we can do about the people dying, but we're gonna attack. First is our troops began the attack on Aurora. The Aurorans shot much better than you expected from Bloody Fishermen. I've got 2 achievements. So the cowards run, lads. They're blasting the Isis lakes, but it's mostly them that drowned. 57 died, 193 injured. The day is ours. Wounded troops being sent to New Edinburgh to recover. Many Auroran defenders died. We took over New Aurora. There we go. We did it. We did it. At long last, we can have food. Aurora reclaimed. Victory! Yeah, look at all those people that are drowning in blood. I think he's done talking. First citizen, we have great news from the front. After After an arduous battle, the colonists fully surrendered. Aurora has fallen. Our troops are securing the colony as we speak, disarming the enemy and clearing the last pockets of resistance. Each side is counting as dead. Our people cling to the promise of a better future, to make sense of the blood spilled while Aurorians' grief is worsened by an uncertain fear of retaliation. It seems like both sides need some sort of closure. What should we do? We could all mourn in silence, or we can triumph our victory. We're gonna mourn in silence. As much as I like this option, we don't need them to like us more. Post-war cleanup. Alright. Let's get ready. A lot of things were damaged. The fishery hubs were new hubs, mostly. The generator has no fuel. So that's a new hub here. Oh, wow. There's different factions here. We have the Tinkerers, who are for progress. They're conquered rebels. Relationships are always worsened with them. And then we have the Lockmorts. Our history is our past. Our will is our path. We pay in scars. So they are hagglers, kept promises, improved relationships. They are preeners, promote, improves relationships with them, and if you don't do that, then it worsens. Crime worsens relationship with them, and squalors worsens. So these guys are like merchant fishermen. We can monetize food stocks, allow them to sell surplus food. We get some heat stamps, and they get food. You know what? Yeah, let's monetize the food. People pay handsomely to eat like kings. Might as well let them. Alright, we're gonna send some coal over to Aurora. We're gonna have to rely on steam a bit more. We'll send as much coal as we can, really. 100 units should be good. We'll send ourselves some of the food. We'll try to get that as much as possible. They don't seem to need anything else. We need to build skylines between here and there in order to get some more, some more capacity to trade. It's gonna cost us a good few bit of heat stamps. Alright, let's start using up some more steam. We're gonna put it back on prioritizing steam. We're gonna change this over to being steam first. There we go. Terms are gonna happen more often, but that is just an unfortunate cost and a reality. Alright. I'm surprised how well I'm taken to this. We got fishery hubs, which will... What is this? Facility with the heating, cleansing, and enrichment necessary for fish farming. So it can only be built on top of fishing spots. Speaking of fishing, we need more food, regardless. Yeah, fishing grounds. Build a that can't be correct. It says we can build a logistics district here. I don't believe that for 1 second. We do have all that. We can turn on the generator now. Increase heating by as much as physically possible. We did send him over a shipment of coal for a reason. We do have soldiers here. We're gonna downsize our forces, I think. We don't really need so many people. I'm probably gonna now look towards the path of... Let's go to governments here. Auroran suffrage. Alright. Because as much as I do not like the ideas of democracy, cough, 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 democracy, I don't like cough, cough. I think the best path forward is to let them vote, rather than to not. We need to build some more fishery hubs and repair the ones that are broken. I think it's their own fault that it's broken because they are the ones that broke the ice. Okay, let's see. What can we do over here at the center? I'm gonna guess we're still gonna need those forces, so I'm not gonna downsize them right now. What can we build? Nothing really. What is this? Food stockpile built in the middle of nowhere. Would it not be better to build them next to this? No, actually, it doesn't seem to matter. Man, you guys are worse for wear. You don't even have enough housing, actually, I just realized. Let's build you all some more housing. Let's build it like this. We're gonna need to build a heating hub, honestly. We're probably gonna need to build some. We're gonna need to improve relationships with these guys. So right now we can't even promote them. They're not even really a faction. Okay, let's look at their ideas.
Strong as ice.
Free as water, strong as ice.
They're free as water and as strong as ice. Let's look at this. Lockmores and their apparent never too tired to remind everybody. So everyone are the reason why Aurora's flourished into a self-sustaining colony. Once a mere fishing ground. I really cannot do the Scottish accent right. The place has since been reshapen into something close to a city. Not quite there yet, but close enough. Lockmore's kept their roots proudly on, even if they're just hardly rough hunters. Gone are the days of them fighting the frost land for food. Today they're more cunning entrepreneurs, good at bargaining, who just keep acting tough for the sake of tradition. Well, not openly, they do despise us. A place they have been foraging for decades, fattening and spoiling up the citizens that they don't like. Alright, you guys don't have any buildings here. Let's get you guys some buildings, I guess. Nah. We'll only use basic buildings here. I don't really want to use buildings they won't like. I want to do some traditional buildings for them, because I'm a kind person. They want to live a different life. They're in a different place. They can do that. Could build barracks here. I don't see why we'd want to. It's gonna get colder here soon, though. That's not good.
He begins his latest tour of the colonies tonight.
Wait a minute, that's not Scottish, that's a normal accent. They lied to us. We could probably take some Lockmores in to the actual city, because they appear to have too many people, really. Although, so do we. So do we. So these guys are mad that we let them, we didn't mock them or anything like that. They're mad that we, let them mourn the dead, I guess. Speaking of the dead, how many of these guys do you think just died in the battle? Probably quite a few, wouldn't you think? We don't have enough food. Let's send a stockpile of food over. That'd be really nice. Just for now. Until we make some more food and we can send over some more food. See, now I actually think that, fishery hubs. What are you guys for? Progress. I actually think the chemical additives might be good now because we have these fishery hubs, which will make us more food if we had everything, you know, right. So let's try to get that passed then. Let's propose a new law. We'll go over to this eventually, probably in the future. Or not right now, though. We can't really. Governance. Can we get a Royan suffrage? I think if I negotiate it, I can actually get it through. Oh wait, the four fingers are for this. I don't see how that's the case. I don't really think they'd be for that. We'll grant the agenda for these guys. We'll grant the agenda for these. Wow, supported. Aurorian suffrage. That was easy. A bit too easy if you ask me. Maybe this was the wrong choice.
The eyes have it.
Alright, Aurorians, you can vote now! Aren't you guys happy? I'm just gonna give these guys money to be a little bit less hostile. This is really glitching out. I think that's because I have low graphics settings. I don't think that's actually a problem in-game. That is just low graphics settings. As far as I'm concerned. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't use any heavy weapons. Heavy weapons definitely would have made this a bit harder to rebuild. So wait. Are they actually fishing? Because this is just frozen ice, and this is not like this ice, this is like actual ice. Like normal ice. Efficiency circuits. Ah, who am I kidding? We don't need efficiency circuits. We need to start researching some stuff that they want. That they'd like. Let's go to the city and get them some housing, I guess. Right? Do I really want that? What are they for? They're for progress. So let's get them some progress buildings, I guess. Factory could do. Oh, we can't actually research any of their ideas still. We can, however, research traditional ideas. So let's get them some traditional watchtower. Oh, we already have their patrol watchtowers, huh? Okay, well, I'll build them recovery hospitals, alright? I'll build them a patrol watchtower. So yeah, the soldiers are actually a group here, and I think they are an important group. They make up 22% of the population. Wow. They make up more of the population than everybody else. Let's, downsize the forces. So I'll let some of the soldiers return to civilian life, because I don't think we need this many soldiers, exactly. Right now, at least. The future, perhaps, but right now, we have a bit too many soldiers, alright? We don't need this many, per se, maybe? I'll grant these guys the agenda first. This also could help us get some laws passed these guys might like. I wish there was colony laws specifically, sort of, that we could just pass. Like colony edicts, maybe. And then you can just do some colony thing. Okay, new thing. The handshake. Aurora reclaimed. First citizen. Here we are today. The Aurorians will join our council for the next session. They'll be able to cast their vote. Decades of blood, bitterness, and mistrust rage around us. At the center, in the eye of the storm, stand you and a Lockmore Elder. Before your community is gathered in suspense to see who offers a hand first. In an act of peace, but also an implicit male coup. I don't know, this is Scottish words, I think, and I don't speak Scottish, I speak English. American English specifically. This historic moment will be forever carved in memory. But what happens now? I can offer my hand first. Or I could wait for him to offer their hand. Or I could say that nobody should have to apologize. We all share the responsibility. We need to put this behind us. Now I'll offer my hand. I take responsibility for the harm inflicted on the colony. Nah. You know what? We'll share the responsibility. It's true. We're all at fault here. And I don't see why everybody should have to apologize, alright? The war happened. We both had faults. Let's work to better it instead of reminiscing about it or, you know, going back to the past. We need to look forward to the future. We have enough housing that we could take in some of their people, I think. But not enough, really. Our troops are ready for another attack. No, they're not. We don't have any troops. I just realized that, actually. We don't have any more platoons. We used them all up. We're actually doing really fine here. We need more food, though. So the moment we have enough food, we're gonna send over some more food. Aurora needs more food. She needs a surplus of food. No, not Aurora. New Edensburg needs food. She needs a surplus of food, and I will intend to get that done. Yeah, adding those skyways was one of my best decisions yet. We still don't have enough. Well, you know what? They really like dense housing blocks because they're 4 merits and all that stuff. It's getting colder. And we can't even increase the heating. Aye. Alright. I want to get as many places warm as we can. What are these? More housing! You guys have housing over here too? Oh my god. You guys are so inefficient at placing down housing. I cannot. Honestly, just can't believe it, really. You just have housing in the middle of nowhere. It's not even heated. What is wrong with these people? We need more heat stamps in order to make more food, in order to get more. We need more, Governor. More, always more. So won't you be so kind to let us get a little more? Oh, it's actually cold here as well. Let's increase the heating. And well, let's also increase our steam production. Can I build? No, that's right. I told him I wasn't gonna build it. I can't actually build those things now to cover these up because I never promised I'd build them in the past. Alright, what is cold? This is cold. Let's get these things back up to warm. Let's get it back up to livable. There we go. We can probably send over some more coal now. Because now we're saving up a little bit more coal. That's all the coal we can send. We're gonna need some more food again. Send us a few transports of the stuff. That would be rather nice. Another transport, and another transport, why not? Let's send it. I don't really want anyone in New Aurora to die right now. I can't make them any promises, I can't really do anything, really. I guess we gotta wait for the first vote to happen.
Strong as ice.
Free as water, strong and...
That's actually probably, I actually kind of like that saying. That's actually pretty good. Free as water, strong as ice. It's not that bad actually. It's decent. We need more food.
First citizens.
So now they're only opposing us. They're not hostile. All right. Now we can build them a recovery hospital when the time comes. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to. We can't even throw on overdrive here, because I don't think it's actually generated. This is still a colony furnace, so they want ceremonial funerals. I'm fine with that. It's not really a problem, and the Lockmores would like it. There we go. Algae engineer, washing residue off his hands. The ill they are, you may read upon their faces. 'Tis not much the scars nor the barks, 'tis the eyes, like marble of burnt glass. When they smile, they show but teeth, the rest of them burns within. They give them a coat, set their hands on weapons, and blessings to kill, unshackled in New Edensburg, sent here, far from honest folks' sight, free to do harm as they please. Prisoners you drafted are causing terror among the people. See, I knew this was gonna happen. I'm gonna continue to downsize our forces until eventually they're no longer here. I don't think we really need to be occupying. I doubt they can really build up much of a resistance anymore. Yeah, so now we have a problem of not having enough anything, really. So this is our second faction. That's interesting. Our second faction is in a completely different place.
People of the city, your council has voted.
Take the valuables, why not? I'll take the materials and I'll ship them over to New Edensburg. Don't tell me we're gonna have a storm coming eventually. That's probably not something we can handle. Let's go back to... No, not New Aurora. We want to go over here and want an emergency meeting. Actually, we can give out food to everybody. We have the food. Why not? We're about to do this too. It's gonna worsen relationships. Let's get chemical additives, as it is something a lot of people want. A lot more than the Tinkerers. And it's gonna be better. Yeah, I'll build a patrol watchtower. It will cause some tensions because we're mostly for adaptation, so doing chemical items now seems crazy to these people, but I think this will be better for us.
The measure passes.
And the reason I say that is because, sure, we're making less food in here. We're making more food there.
People of the city, your council has voted.
Alright. Feed New Edensburg. The damage wrought to Aurora by the war has been repaired. Fisheries produce food once more. With food production established, all we must do now is send surplus to New Eden to slay the separatist hunger. Upgrade the furnace. We've boosted food production in New Aurora, but they're out of foods. Sorry, they're out of we need a thermal hall because they're getting cold. They're freezing to death. And that's not exactly nice. Yeah, so to get the we need to get up the thermal hall. So first we're going to do triple plated piping. I think we do this first. Pass the generator relocation governance law. Wait, what? Remove thermal hall. City over. Wait, we're going to move the entire generator over. Remove thermal hall. City ability. Removes New Edinburgh's generator thermal hall. Granted, but allows it to be transferred and used to upgrade the furnace. I don't think we need to do that. It's actually getting strangely hot over here. Maybe it's best to move still. We're gonna have to take everything with us, though. I'm not leaving a scrap behind, you bet. I bet it's that, alright. Actually, it would make sense we want to move over, because it is rather unpleasant living next to an active... semi-inactive volcano, because I don't exactly know how inactive this thing is. I don't remember inactive volcanoes producing steam. I don't remember producing steam earlier, but, yeah. So we need to remove... Oh, this will cause casualties because it's too hot. That's interesting. Heat's actually going to be a problem for us. We could get this stuff warm. I mean, might as well. Could use some more food, though, because we're gonna have to... Wow, actually, now that I think about it, we need to repair this place to take in a lot of people. And we need to start doing a lot of scouting to be able to get the stuff that we simply cannot get here. Another abandoned coal mine. The captain's stash. Leave everything as is. Having warehouses is going to make scouting time decreased, or we can get a bunch of stuff. Leave everything as is. I'd like decreased scouting time. Saving game. This is interesting. Alright. Founders to... Oh. Time's still passing. Let's slow that down. Why is New Aurora a fuel colony? Buried village. Okay. Yeah. This is what we're doing. I had slightly suspected that maybe we're going to have to move over to New Aurora. We're going to have to move over double the population over there. We're going to need to increase housing, I think. At least I think we're moving over there, alright? And the reason I say that is, it just makes sense. We're going to try to lower these guys' fervor, because we don't need the workforce anymore, and we kind of want tensions to go down. We want things to try to... We want to try to live together, alright? We want to be unhostile towards each other. We're going to grant the agenda to the brokers. And we're going to ask for funds if we can soon. Can we ship people over there? Let me see. Probably going to try to unsign radical laws too, if we can. I don't think we can. We could actually take in some more people over here. So let's ship some more people over, I think. Oh, we can't. That's interesting. Alright, yes, we're gonna have to start relocating the generator, I guess, to upgrade New Aurora's furnace. I feel like that's not really needed, but I feel like we're also gonna be moving over there. I wasn't able to read the full thing. I think we can actually get rid of some soldiers here. There we go. So we're gonna bring them home, and we're gonna put the prisoners back into the city, okay? Not exactly behind bars, but you know. We don't exactly need this anymore, do we? No, we don't. We can tear this apart. 16 are killed and 26. The resistance? There's a resistance force. Of course there is. Why wouldn't I think there'd be a resistance force? Controlled by the resistance.
First citizen.
How do we get it uncontrolled by insurgents? How do we start attacking the insurgents? Jeez, they're everything we're trying to do. Some people have to get in the way of peace. And that means some people are going to have to die. Because they refuse to allow me to keep the peace. And that is not something I will accept. Peace? Oh no. Broken now. I'm not getting off. Okay, there we go. I hope I did not mess up the recording or the audio on the recording. If it does, I'm gonna be a bit mad. I accidentally knocked out the thingy. The wire for the headphones. Okay, well, this is gonna be interesting, I guess. What is this event? It's all the way over here. It's about the insurgents, isn't it? Yes, it is. The roast, Aurora reclaimed. First citizen, a bomb blew up a tavern, killing several locals who were sharing a drink. Our soldiers. We captured a young Lockmore. Let those citizens crisp as well, the lad said. If those tinkerers were daft enough to befriend you rotten dogs of war, then what's their fate worth? So we could just discipline them, what I don't really want to do. Make a donation to the tinkerers, which that'd be really nice. You know, the tinkerers are nice. We like the tinkerers. Part of the resistance movement. So we're going to use patrol ability. The resistance. You've conquered Aurora, yet many are insurgents. We're gonna quell it. So we'll need either guards or platoons to keep it safe. We're gonna use... We're gonna use the guard squads. We do have patrol watchtowers. And we will build more. Besides, who would complain about seeing the friendly neighborhood policeman around, you know? Another core worshipper. We'll shoot him too. I mean, peacefully relocate him and the core. That is obviously what I meant. Alright. Efficiency circuits. That's going to push us more towards adaption, but it also means we're going to spend less and less on heating, so we can once more lower this again. I think if I went along with the broker's plan, we'd probably want to stay in New Edensburg. Take the call or take the call and the documents. Yeah, we'll take the documents. Connect the skylines. Can I? No, I cannot. I can connect it via trails, though, I believe. We'll be able to get some more materials from New Edensburg. You said, you know, it's just, why do they have to do terrorism, you know? Like, terrorism's bad. But yet, they choose to do it. I'm not understanding why do they do terrorism? This is not going to benefit them in any way, shape, or form. It's just going to lead to repressed rights, so to speak. See, the Tinkerers are way more willing to actually, work with us. But one of the big problems here is they killed one of our guards. So they're not guards. They killed soldiers and they killed their own people in order to rebel. We could dispatch platoons to do this, but it costs heavy weapons and it's not really that safe. I prefer to just use guards. I want to use less force than needed. People in the walls. First citizen, we had to quarter many of our soldiers in the colonists' homes. The matter's breeding resentment among the locals. If there's me into the family into garnets, I held my tongue, says the annoying mother. They make an infernal racket each night, and I bid them to be quiet. Ugh. We're gonna build barracks here to house them, because right now they're not getting along, and the criminals like to do unsavory things towards the people. We really should have just shot those criminals, honestly. I don't know what I was thinking with training them and sending them to war. We should have just shot the criminals right then and there when they asked. You could never negotiate with criminals. It is getting way too hot in my room right now. I need to change out of this sweater. Alright, what do they want? They want heat auctions. This is actually probably be useful. We'll get the money we need in order to be able to fund the future.
The delegates have spoken. The law takes effect.
Beautiful. Love to see it. Let's go see... So how much are we making now? 27 a week.
A law has passed in the council. Take heed.
We're going to ask you for some funds in order to spend over here in New... Actually, we don't have enough housing over here. I just realized that. People might die. I don't really want that. Housing. Dense housing block. As much as I don't want to build a dense housing block, I'm going to have to do it anyways. Alright, we got the extra guards. We're gonna patrol the food. Can we only do 3 at once? Can we do more? We can do more. We're gonna patrol there as well. Colony furnace, squalor. Do we have to research something in order to be able to do the thing we want to do? Which is eventually move the generator. Well, let's go to hubs, actually. Is tension high, right? Colony tension. No, not really. We need to build the barracks in order to keep the soldiers out of the houses, because nobody really wants the soldiers in the houses, and the barracks are probably much better housing for the soldiers anyhow. We're gonna need some more guards in order to be able to patrol more, keep the city safe, so to speak. The relationships with these guys are constantly worsening because of our, well, we're occupying them, and they don't really like that. I guess we're gonna pass the rule law. A trimmer is eminent right now. I do kind of want to save up some money, because I feel like it's going to be a bit expensive to do. If I do emergency council, I'll just do it now. We'll wait till the trimmer passes. Let's do it naturally.
Has been charted.
Alright, well, we charted new territory. Let's go look at that. Where is it? I think it's up here. Another core worshipper. Shoot him as well. There is a coal mining outpost here. I mean, there's coal. Let's send that to Aurora. And let's also send this to Aurora. We don't really need the extra materials right now. The game is frozen. There we go. And this is just going to eventually get depleted anyways. We don't really care about that one. We do have more scouts now, so let us continue foraging in the frost. Alright, we're gonna go back to Aurora. We need to start building some more housing in Aurora, because we're gonna need to house every single person, I think. So I'm pretty sure we're moving over to Aurora. It does make sense, they got food here, they don't really have anything else, but we can survive out the Frostlands. I suppose. We do need more scouts, so let's, oh, the game's saving. Oh, it's taking us back here because the tremor's happening. It saves right before the tremor, which makes sense to me. Let's hope it doesn't hit anything important. Oof, 130 people just died there. I knew this was gonna happen. I should have destroyed this a long, long time ago. We no longer really need this food district, do we? Yeah, it's a shame that all these people are gonna have to suffer. But, what am I to do? Though I suppose I'm a bit late in the building of that, you know. We're gonna go back over here and see if I can promote the Lockmores. No, I can. Oh, I can discipline their ranks. Resistance is increased. Number of insurgents is significantly decreased. Or we could sell some food again. We're gonna sell some food for some heat stamps. We need those heat stamps. We need to get out of here. Okay, the barracks are there now. We do need to start patrolling the streets a little bit more. Oh wait, this is not a thing where you push the button and they just stay there. This is an ability that gets rid of the insurgents. We have a lot of injured people here. Yeah, prevented insurgents. More insurgents left. Alright, let's get this going. There's nothing happening there. Okay, good. Alright, yeah, we have a lot of factions in here now. We have the Tinkerers, who I'm gonna guess are just the Thinkers. Actually, no, now that I think about it, the Tinkerers would actually be the, Machinists. The game is lagging out, but I think it's fine. I think it'll also pass. Even if it's frozen, I can always just end it here, you know? So make sure to like, subscribe, and follow me on Rumble if you've gotten this far in the video. But, I don't really post on Rumble that often. It's a bit more difficult to do. Yeah, I guess we can do this. Alright. No, I don't want to look at these guys. This should pass. Yeah, let's do it. I do believe that all the Lockmores and Tinkerers should be for this. Alright. We're gonna take it apart. It is gonna cause some minor injuries due to high heat output. So what we want to do is we actually want to lower the output of the generator. So we don't need these warm anymore, okay? Let's be honest here. We need lower casualties. We don't need warmth. Let's head back over here. Oh wait, new areas explore, that's right. Another outpost, let's run it. Okay, it's getting annoying now. After that's taken apart, we gotta send it to here. We need more men. Get some more patrol watchtowers, I suppose. As much as I don't want to be like hyper policing them, you know, we need. Okay, it's diminishing actually. That's good. And I think the lack of tensions is increasing how much it's decreasing. I think because tensions will increase it. Yeah, Royan suffrage and patrolling districts is decreasing it, as well as the insurgent attack overcome by patrols. So actually, the more we overcome them, the better. We have a lot of food here. Can we... Does New Aurora need some... Yes. I'm gonna just start sending the food back, because we don't need as much food over there right now. Because we have a lot of stockpiles here, so it's easier to hold it here than it is anywhere else. Let's build it right there. Let's build another housing district. This one should be... right here. We're gonna make sure it's warm, very warm. Let's see how we're doing on this. Oh, the game's paused. We're going to freeze. The generator will never be the same. Okay, yeah, major dislike by all these people. But, we'll be fine, man. We'll be fine. There's no need to be, complaining. Scholar containment might be nice. Housing insulation is probably gonna be needed. You know what? This is honestly easier. All this management feels a lot easier to me than all that other hard stuff I had to do earlier. Like war and food and all that jazz. Patrol. Patrol. Oh, some of the patrols are done as well, so we can continue to send more patrols. First citizen election to be held in 30 weeks. Patrol. Alright, we have an event here. I'm gonna guess it's gonna be no good at all.
First citizen.
Oh no, it's just renewed mandate. We're gonna have to get elected again. Which may pose some sort of a problem due to the Lockmores and the Tinkerers being allowed to vote. I really don't feel like they should be able to vote on who leads the city. I feel like that's probably not a good idea. Will that decrease it? No. You guys don't like me that much, so I'm just gonna pay you off. We can buy their stash of stuff, or we can help them for a price. Break the convoy free of ice to continue their escape. Or we can just buy their stash of foods. I've spotted a long caravan trapped in the ice despite their denials. It's clear a group of people fleeing from a sizable haul of fish they evidently stole. Convoy frozen and placed, even the fish behind would be a terrible waste and dangerous proof of treachery if they decide to return. We'll accept that, that's fine. What's this, a mound? There's a mound of stuff that was hidden outside the city. Alright, we'll take that too. We'll probably downsize on the troops again. Because the more we occupy it, apparently the more they're going to try to fight back. Let's continue exploring. There's not too much to explore here. I can understand why they make it so dangerous and so high cost to do this. Is to prevent us from exploring everything. Which is extremely understandable. Let us send some more troops down back home. They return to civilian life. Which will send them, I think, here.
Our scouts have charted a new territory.
5 dead, and yeah, some people died while dismantling the generator. You know what? If we get rid of this, that'll decrease the heat needed. And, do these increase the demand for heat? No, they do not. We'll give out free rations to everybody. We need to decrease how much heat we're using. What are we researching now? Housing insulation. Beautiful, perfect. We love to see that. Let us destroy this patrol watchtower here. And we're gonna replace it with some more housing. Because if we have more housing, less districts, that's less heat used. Which means less people injured, less people killed. Okay, we need to send over some more coal, because we're running out of coal again. We'll send all we can. Try to equalize that. Equalize the need for food, need 81 more foods. Let's build another fishery hub. We can't actually, let's could I build a... anything really on there? I don't really know. Let's go do some more patrolling. Stop active terrorism, domestic terrorism really from happening. First citizen, please help us. Alright, we're going to insulate these districts so that they can stay warm while we can decrease the heating. In fact, we're gonna instantly go for that upgraded one. As expensive as it is, really hurts to spend all that money. Delegate session, what is it? Paid essentials you want. Increase efficiency and heat stamp income. I like having the free essentials, but paid essentials is probably a bit better right now. Let's give a fund to those people who can't afford it.
The measure passes.
When that shows up. If it shows up. Sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it does, you know. Okay, this is a long and slow process. But it's the one we've chosen. Take the coal, carry on, continue exploring. The old steamer, a ship, believe it or not. Some older scouts say it's a steamer, judging by the bow. Incredibly, a woman lives inside. Her exact age is impossible to tell, but her mind, just the ship, is frozen over time. She acts like a child, barely speaks. So she's waiting for her parents to return from a brief stopover. Over the years, she has rearranged the ship's cargo as her personal doll houses. When after come back, she gets incredibly unsettled, as she was told her folks should not move. We can take everything. Take only part of the cargo, or we can leave the woman alone. Or we can go back later. You know what? Let's come back later. Urban, yeah, so apparently that person's been there for a while. Not a common sight for Frostland teams, yet it always saddens the old ones as much as it deeply intrigues the young ones. The crust of an old city still pierces the ice, top of the buildings still frozen. We'll take the prefabs. You know what? We'll leave the old woman alone. Her parents are likely long dead, and she'll be dead very soon as well. Plus, there's not that much stuff there. Already researched. We've already researched this, so let's just take the core. It's a cartographer, so what does that give us? I think it gives us pathfinding scouts, or something like that, or... skylines? This is something, that's all I know. What's this? A camp of people? We'll take as many people as we can in. There's no need to let people starve and freeze. Out there in the cold. Alright, quell the resistance. Resistance is gone for right now. Unfortunately, there's no way to get you guys to sell more food right now. Alright, I think we're about to fully, fully get rid of the things. What are the things? I don't really know. I don't remember. We need some more stuff. I'd like to raise funds from you. Can I promote you guys yet? No, not yet. We could buy food, actually, because we're at favorable relations. That's interesting. So, can we look at these guys, or is it not possible? It's not possible. They don't actually really exist. That's one thing. They need to fix that. You can't actually look at them, and they don't have a faction description in there. The game is lagging out once more. Alright, let's go over here. So you guys don't actually do anything good. And your relationship increases when we make you promise. Wow, that is really bad. Your relationship increases when we make you promises, but we can't make you promises. Promote and improves relationships with them. Crime worsens relationships with them, okay. We have the guards. Might as well go patrolling. 41. Okay, it's only injured. Nobody died from this one. We're almost done, too. I feel like this is probably not the most efficient way to increase heating in some other place, but I don't know. What do I know? And I think it's because we lowered the heating demand, nobody died, so I guess we have to have it way below half. You don't want people to die. Where's the city? Here's the city. We need to build some material stockpile hubs here. There we go. And then we're also going to build another fishery hub right here. Did that actually get on it? Yes, it did. Okay, I just want to make sure. I don't always know. Can we promote you guys? No, you guys just hate us. Alright, well, we have no rebellion right now. Because we've been, patrolling. Insurgent attack. Send the guards to quell the insurgents. The food's of the utmost importance. Let's protect that. Do we finish any scouting, or why else do we get scouts? I have no clue.
The price. This week only.
Alright, now it costs 30 Frostland teams in order to send those out. So let's just end our scouting endeavors right now. And just send it. Alright. Off it goes. What are we doing? Shipping thermal hull. Let us try to pass some new laws. I mean, we're kind of a little bit even here. Not exactly, but you know. Let's try to get conservative treatment going. Willing compromiser for it. Mostly hesitant. Brokers. You know, the funny thing is, the Four Fingers have no one on their side. The communities are against them, the other factions are against them.
The votes are in. The measure passes.
But yet they're still one of the bigger voting blocks. We're going to gather weaponry from them. Yeah, we're trying to de-radicalize them so we don't start a civil war when we get there. Do you guys have the... Wait. There's been all this ambushing. What do you bet that when we send out the, what do you call it? What do you bet that when we send out all that stuff, that it's gonna get ambushed and stolen on the way there? Should I not use the ship thermal hull ability? I'm pretty sure I did, right? Because they're going along the skylines. I think they'll be safe in the skylines. Like, how could you die? Or get ambushed in the skylines? See, I'm really hyper-paranoid about the whole ambushing thing that's been going on. About finding all the ambushed, sites. So, you know.
Attention, citizens. A new law is in effect.
More people, which means we need more housing. 27 shelter will do it. And there's a new law that in effect, we got conservative treatment now, which will lower diseases even more. Which will take everything down. Can we get downside the forces here? Because they don't like that we're occupying them. And I think the less we occupy them, the better they like us. We're gonna monetize the food stocks. People can eat like kings, if only for a day. And we'll get some money from them. We're gonna fund these guys in order to get a relationship back up. What event's going on here? Grateful thinkers return funds. Yeah, see, they're literally just the machinists. First citizen, Tinkerers representatives have expressed their gratitude for your funds and hand over a fat envelope. Up to now, funding such worthwhile projects was enough to convince our people to overlook how you ignore your most substantive positions. Yet no projects. You've proposed this rounds to satisfy our members. They instead demand we hand back our most recent catch of funds and ask you to enact mass-produced goods and advanced blasting coal mine. Could we give it to the Four Fingers instead? We can actually just double it. It's obviously the size that matters of it. We'll send them some more! Things are very pleased you carried on into your valve. Alright, picking up new ideas of what to use it. Well, so now it'll cost more each time we use it, but it's going to be better for us. Okay, there we go. The furnace is upgraded. We'll provide food. A successful lifeline. Despite this addition, we have bettered our food production and gotten rid of the insurgents. Maintain up to 300 food output to New Edinburgh for 25 weeks. I can't really get it that high. Oh. Okay, it's fine as is. Extra food, pay here to eat like a pig. That's funny. We're probably gonna build it over here on difficult terrain to get some more foodstuffs. We're gonna need to build more out there, but you know, it's fine. Build a dense housing block over here. Dense housing block. And a recovery hospital. There we go. A lot of problems solved there.
Please queue in the central district.
Brokers demand
Our
cement.
scouts have charted new territory.
Alright. Let's get this done first before we do anything else. Nothing there. Goods there. Buried village. Alright. Let's see what it said here. You're building it, aren't ya? The unload. Platoons. First citizen. Aurora's resistance has been vanquished. The colony's been pacified, even if it's been out of fear. Both our citizens and Aurorans feel worn out by the sounds of boots patrolling the streets. Some of our soldiers share this feeling as well. Risky as it is, disbanding our army now. Things are going rather healthy. Might be good. Yeah, we're gonna disband the army here. We don't need them here right now. Because if they do try to attack, we will simply rebuild up arms and send them right back over here. Alright, so it's not that we're getting rid of it. So adaptive pumps or adaptive injector. What are we doing? It's building both of them at once, I think. Let's get some workplace insulation going. Yeah. Make it warmer. I like being warm. I hate being cold. I hate it. I hate like dying from coldness. We're gonna do a bit of patrolling still, just because we can. Because I don't really trust exactly how few insurgents are left as being entirely true. There's a lot of steam cores out here. I don't know what I would be doing with these. I guess building more steam stuff. Or am I gonna get out of New Edinburgh about the volcano going off?
Our researchers have developed a new idea and await their next task.
Let's get, yeah, see, there's still insurgents, I was right. Let's get some more coal going. In fact, let's try to completely move away from using steam at all. Yes, oh wait, we can't. We're missing it now. Yeah, that's right, we got rid of the thermal hull. So now our generator is majorly downgraded, man. Still, we're warm. Alright. Let's build that there. And then, let's get rid of this here. More material demand around here is probably not going to be the worst thing in the world. Let's see. Any new rule laws, governance laws I can pass? Suspend election, resource use restriction, military conscription, call to responsibility. Call to responsibility wouldn't be bad if I want to specifically pass one thing. Lockmores. Patrol watchtower. Good. I'm glad you guys are supporting me building patrol watchtowers everywhere. Ugh. Alright, yeah, so now, if a vote fails, I can do a call to responsibility, which will force the vote again and lower the needed votes to pass it. This is very democratic. We need to ensure that the people are capable of democracy. It's actually only getting a bit warmer. I don't really need to do this. It's kind of just wasting resources. Alright, patrol watchtowers, I promised a lot more. You're about to quell the resistance completely. 0 weeks left, actually. It's gonna be a few days. Saving the game before it does it, I think. Renew your mandate. You need to win the next election. Hold vote now. I think I can do this. Yeah, I'm super support. Everybody loves me. Eventually, I'll serve more terms now than anyone ever has.
A new law takes hold.
Alright, resistance has been quelled. Oh, not enough housing here again, because population keeps growing. I don't know why. The resistance is no more. Good. Love to see it.
A law has passed on the council. Take heed.
Yeah, the disease is pretty bad. I love that it's actually telling us what the disease is at. That's absolutely lovely to see. Alright, let's go back over to Aurora, and we're going to promote the Lockmores again if we can. 4 weeks till I can do it again. Lockmore's demands are met. Yes, everybody loves us. Now we just gotta wait. I'm such a good leader. Take the cores, repair the automatons. I'm going to take the cores. The Lost Expedition. It's one of the early Frostland teams that left New Edensburg 25 years ago. All traces are lost. The well-preserved bodies lay huddled together. They could no longer carry on. They tried to keep warm. Nailed onto a pole 6 or 7 yards from the colony, convoy. Handcard signs warns not to come any closer. A mysterious plague killed them one by one. We'll stay away from there. I trust that they are telling the truth. I mean, why wouldn't they? They're literally dying. I don't see any point in lying at that point. We have a lot of guards in New Edensburg. Oh, this is New Aurora's guards. Oh, yeah. I guess we don't need any of these patrol watchtowers anymore. I'm not gonna destroy them, though. There's no point. What I am gonna do is build some more housing, probably. Expand the housing we already got, and expand the ones that we don't got. Do we have any hubs I can build? No, I don't have any hubs at all. Not even heating hubs, actually. That's actually really odd. Never noticed that until now. Oh, no. We're gonna run out of coal soon, huh? And both colonies. I just realized that. It's because this mine went out, isn't it? Yeah. Let's connect some skyway. Nah, we can probably connect trails. Trails is good enough. Trails might be more expensive, though, in the long run. Eh, good enough. I'm not striving for perfection, exactly. Good enough's good enough to me. So now can we do, like, no, optimize to coal. Why would I want you optimized to oil? Alright, we can send actually some back. Still gonna stockpile it here, though, but we don't need them all here, you know. Can I promote you guys now? 1 week and 2 days. Alright. Oh, wait. Oh, shite.